guys, and welcome back to sharemyhunt.com. Now, us hunters are often guilty of spending way too much money on our gear, going above and beyond what we actually need to get the job done. Now, that's absolutely fine, because I'm guilty of that as well. I really like quality optics, I really like quality firearms, and I generally try to buy quality ammunition as well, because I like to leave nothing to chance. Now, on this occasion, I've actually gone outside my norm, and I thought that I would buy something that is unbranded, very cheapest price I could find. So, I went onto eBay and I bought two of these trail cams off eBay. They are unbranded, made in China, and they were $140 for two. Here's the actual ad so that you know what you're looking for. So it should look like that. It does say 12 megapixel trail camera, and before I buy any gear, I always go looking into detail at all of the specs. So when you scroll down, just keep an eye out here that it does state that the photo resolution is 16 megapixel. That is not true. Okay, so the options when you actually get the camera are that you will have the option to take a 12 megapixel, 8, 5, 3, and a 1 megapixel photo from that. So what do you actually get when it arrives? So, first of all, this is what arrived in the mail. You'll notice there that the sensor is a common PIR sensor, just like you'd have in an alarm system. Now that actually works great for me. I would prefer that. There's no gaps, there's no actual housing blocking sections. You'll notice that the one in the actual in the ad on eBay actually had small circles where there was a housing around it where there were blind spots. This has no blind spots, so it's actually better that I didn't get what was advertised, so I'm happy with that. Now, that's one I've opened, and this is one I actually haven't opened this box. So you'll see unbranded, it just says trail cam on it, and the things that you get inside it are as follows. So, you get the simple instructions. These are the ones that you're going to use, as opposed to the comprehensive booklet. The actual unit itself, you'll notice that there will be protective things on there, so before you actually use this you need to take them off, or else that PIR won't work. You have a mount which will go on a tree. I'll just take that out of the bag so you can see what that actually does. So this is a mount that you can actually screw into the tree. There are accessories in there, so that will go from the mount. You could screw it into a tree, it'll be a permanent fixture. And that would probably be better for those long-term trail cams that you want to leave on a trail for maybe months at a time. So I don't use this one in particular, but it is good to have it there. Then you have the comprehensive instructions. Now this is a booklet in all sorts of different languages. Not as useful, to be honest. It's just time consuming. I generally like to read instructions and things like that, and you know, this was just a waste of time. So don't really look at that unless you're super into technical language. There was a couple of other things in here. Now this is the cord that gets the data from your trail cam to your PC. Now, like I said before, you don't have to take the memory card out of this trail cam in order to put the data into your computer. So that's great. If you've got an iPad or a laptop, you can plug it straight in on site. You know, that's if you've got your laptop or your device with you, depending on the situation. I like the idea that I don't have to pull that SD card out. And then you have a strap. So simple strap. The strap is just designed so that you can place it around a tree and to the trail cam. So that actually works great. Now, of course, the other things that we need from our trail cam is we need clear enough images that we can actually see the animal that is passing in front. We need the sensor to work, and we need it to work at night time. So I'm just going to shoot across some images now that I set up in my backyard, and we'll see how I tested it in my backyard with my dogs walking intermittently in front of the camera. So here's the sort of quality that you can expect from this camera. The image is in full colour, it's pretty clear, and you can see exactly what it is in front of the camera. Now that's all I really need from my trail cam, because I use these for locating game, not so much for photographing game. So if you want something with a higher quality, then maybe this is not the camera for you. The other thing that you'll notice in that image is that there is the time and the date. Now that's an absolute necessity for a trail cam, because you need the routines and the habits of an animal to be recorded so that you know when you need to be in that area. Now this one has it, as with most trail cameras that will have it. It's very easy to set the time and date, so no problems there. Now here's where I noticed a little bit of underperformance with the camera, and that was around that 5:30 in the afternoon sort of period. And you can notice in the images here that there is quite a bit of residual sunlight. We're right on the hours of dusk, but the camera does pick up once it does get dark. So just in that intermittent period, you're going to get a little bit more of a dull image. However, it will be good enough certainly to do the job of a trail cam. So guys, the final review is, do I buy this again or do I not buy this again if I was given the choice? As far as I'm concerned, these things work. No name brand, eBay, trail cams will work. They are waterproof, they work night and day, and they do what they're meant to do. So don't go off spending big money when you can buy something like this that'll do the job.